How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Good afternoon and welcome to Wayne High School for SummitCitySports.com's coverage of the 2015 Parkview Sports Medicine SAC Holiday Tournament. With Carrington Thompson behind the camera, I'm John Nolan. Hello and thank you so much for joining us here during the week of Christmas, and an early Merry Christmas to you, a happy holidays. Coming up, we've got our second of 3 girls games today, game number 3 of 6 overall on the docket here, a full slate of action. And we've got the top-seeded Homestead Spartans on the girls' side taking on the Northrop Bruins, the number 9 seed in this 10-team holiday tournament. Right now, let's hand things over to the public address announcer here at Wayne High School, Logan Thomas, to introduce you to this afternoon's starting lineups.
Homestead and Northrop. Homestead will be the home team on the scoreboard. Northrop will be the visitor. We will now present the starting lineup for the Northrop Bruins. Sophomore, 5 foot. Number 2, Naomi Dubé. Sophomore, 5'5". Number 3, Aaliyah Jones. Sophomore, 5'4", number 14, Ariel Thatcher. Sophomore, 5'10", number 21, Brianna Douglas. Sophomore, 6 foot, number 25, Alicia Finney Williams. And their coach by Andrew Peace. Holiday tournament, and we wish them well. The non-starters, freshman, 5'5", number 2, Kara Healy. Junior, 5'8", number 10, Terrence Klein. Senior, 5'8", number 14, Nicole Weaver. Sophomore, number 22, Tommy Taylor. Sophomore, number 24, Lauren Cunningham. Freshman, 6 foot, number 30, Haley Swing. Freshman, 6 foot, number 42, Brianna Lucas. And the starters for the Homestead Spartans, junior, 5'8", number 4, Madison Parker. Junior, 5'8", number 12, Carissa McLaughlin. Senior, 5'6", number 20, Savannah Buck. Senior, 6 foot, number 32, Lindley Kistler. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Spartans, junior, 5'11", number 34, Jasmine Geist. And they are coached by Rod Parker. Your officials for this afternoon's ball game, Everett Carroll, McKee Interline, and Marty Lehman.
We're set now for the 9-0 Homestead Spartans, who, as the top seed of this tournament, wear the home white jerseys out on the floor here at Wayne High School against the 9th-seeded Northrop Bruins, who enter at 5-9 on the season, and they wear their road orange jerseys here in the final game of the front half of the day. And in this tournament, it's game 9 of 18 here during this Christmas week. Homestead wins the tip, wide open 3. What do you think for Carissa McLaughlin? She scored 30-plus points in 4 consecutive games, including a school record 39 last time out against Bishop Luers. And less than 15 seconds in, she gives Homestead a 3-0 lead. These Spartans aren't just the top team in the SAC this year, or for that matter, in Indiana. They're ranked number 15 in the entire country. And Northrop gives it away. McLaughlin, who is a junior, listed at 5'8". She's already verbally committed to continue her basketball career at the University of Florida in the SEC. Lindley Kistler will be continuing her basketball career at the D1 level next year, and she draws a foul going up. Kistler, a 6-foot senior, has inked to play at IPFW next year. Kistler makes the first of 2. And in a blink of an eye, 40 seconds in, it's 5-0 Homestead. For Northrop here, it's a tall task. The Bruins, though, should be feeling good about themselves right now. They've won 2 games in a row. This is coming after a season last year in which they won only 1 game. Last year, the Bruins were 1-19. This year, 5-9, and 2 of the losses have come in overtime. They've lost a few other pretty hard-fought games, too. So it's a program that's trending in the right direction and is virtually all sophomores. Last year, they relied on freshmen and sophomores, only graduated 1 key player, so you're seeing that development this year. There's a runner off the backboard, no good for Aaliyah Jones. And Kistler has the Homestead board. The outlet for Madison Parker, the daughter of head coach Rod Parker. Parker for 3. Yes! 8-0 Homestead. A minute 45 in. The Spartans at 9-0, and they haven't been tested yet by anyone locally. At least not for a full game. McLaughlin the steal. Parker on the break. Has it taken away from behind. Good defense getting back by Northrop. Homestead started the year with a 61-point win here in this gym over Wayne, 90-29. And won at Concordia, 80-42. Played Marion, won 85-45. Visited Huntington North, won 71-40. Carroll, the number 2 seed in this tournament, went to Homestead on December 3rd. That game was tight for about 4 minutes or so, and then Homestead ran away, winning 87-46. Savannah Buck, the bounce pass for Kistler, back out to Buck. She hits the triple. Timeout, Northrop. It's 11-0. With 5:31 to go in the first quarter. And right now for Northrop, head coach Andrew Wiss, who's in his 4th year guiding the Bruins program, he's trying to refocus his team, realize that, hey, it's a mighty big mountain to climb here going up against Homestead, but you can still do some little things to make things not so easy for Homestead. Can't leave shooters open like Buck and Parker, and McLaughlin for that matter. They have hit down their first 3-point attempts of the afternoon. 11-0 Homestead, 5:31 left, first quarter. Homestead, though, has tested itself playing outside of the area. They went to Chicago and took on Whitney Young from Chicago, won 74-62. It's one of the better programs in the country, and won at Dwenger 66-36. Norwell, maybe the second best team in Northeast Indiana this year, and Homestead took down Norwell 74-57. Again, that's a spot where it's considered a moral victory of sorts for Norwell. Most recently on Friday night, Homestead beat Bishop Luers 89-57. Lindley Kistler in the open floor for 2. It's 13-0. We've played 3 minutes. Homestead last year won semi-state for the first time in program history. went down to Bankers Life Fieldhouse and lost as a state runner-up. The goal this year is to get back there and win. In the post, Jasmine Geist goes to work, misses offensive board. McLaughlin, 15-0 Homestead. We've played 3.5 minutes. Aaliyah Jones at the controls for Northrop. Gives it off for Naomi Dubé. The jumper, no. Homestead breaks out. McLaughlin, the pull-up, jumper off. Offensive rebound, Madison Parker. Ball knocked away, no foul. And Northrop gains control halfway through the first quarter, still in search of its first points. And there they are. The runner for Ariel Thatcher. It's 15-2. 3:50 left first quarter. Savannah Buck kicks into the corner. Parker for three. What do you think? 18-2. Four threes so far for Homestead, which can beat you pretty much any way it wants to. Aaliyah Jones between the rings. On the baseline, Brianna Douglas. The hook, no. Kistler the rebound for Homestead. Spartans on the move. Right post. Geist off the glass, no. Gets her own miss. Kicks it out. Kistler for three. Off. Offensive rebound. Carissa McLaughlin shovels it off for Geist. The mid-range jumper is good. 20-2. We have 2:50 remaining in the first quarter. Aaliyah Jones crosses over. The floater, no. And the rebound down to Madison Parker. Home run pass intended for Carissa McLaughlin is knocked out of bounds. Ariel Thatcher with the hand in the passing lane. Some substitutions now for Homestead. Lindley Kistler comes out. And the first player off the bench for Homestead is Nicole Weaver, a 5'8" senior. 2:25 to go first quarter. It's Homestead 20, Northrop 2. This is the first SAC tournament game ever for Homestead. New to the conference this year, along with Carroll. Rod Parker has said one of the things he's excited about in joining the SAC, not only the better competition, although that's relative this year with the talent that Homestead has, but also some increased media exposure with local television crews out here shooting highlights, especially of this SAC holiday tournament, but pretty much each and every SAC game. 2:03 to play first quarter. Homestead 20, Northrop 2. Naomi Dubé turns it over. Madison Parker with her head up. Bounces for Weaver, that's a reach-in foul. And it goes against Mackenzie Snyder, her first. And the third on Northrop. Only one, make it two seniors on the Northrop roster. They are an underclassmen-laden team. McLaughlin pumps on the three, and she's fouled. .142 left in this first quarter with Homestead leading 22.
Her first team point.
McLaughlin curls off the screen, attacks, no, gets her own miss. And it goes to Northrop. Second foul against Homestead in his first half.
That foul was on number 40, Savannah Buck.
It goes against Savannah Buck. Her first. 1:23 to play. Quarter number 1. Homestead 20. Northrop 2. Off the inbound. Good look for Mackenzie Snyder. Can't finish. Homestead looking to run. Good defense from Northrop. Intercepted by Kyla Judy. She misses. It's out of bounds, and it stays with Northrop with 1:09 left in the first quarter. Inbound lobbed for Talana Brookins. She misfires, and the rebound is hauled in by Jasmine Geist. Final minute of this first quarter, SAC Tournament quarterfinals. Presented by Parkview Sports Medicine here on SummitCitySports.com. McLaughlin bursts into the paint. Geist up and in. 22-2 with 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Weaver almost comes up with his steal. Ball goes into the backcourt, and Northrop turns it over. There's Kyla Judy trying to keep her team energized despite a 20-point first quarter deficit. 32.4 seconds remaining in the quarter. Savannah Buck dishes, corner 3, in and out for McLaughlin. Offensive rebound through Taryn Klein. Puts it in, plus a foul.
Terry Klein on the basket. He was fouled.
First 2 for Klein, a 5'9" junior off the bench. Stops the clock with 23.2 seconds remaining in this first quarter. 24-2 Homestead. Klein off on the free throw. The rebound is tipped out to McLaughlin for 3. Too strong. And the Northrop rebound gathered by Morgan Hughes. 13 seconds left in this first quarter. 24-2 Homestead. Hughes bounces at the foul line for Alicia Tiny Williams. Down to 1 second left in the quarter, and that does it for the first 8 minutes. After 1, Homestead 24, Northrop 2 here on SummitCitySports.com. Winner of this game advances to play in the semifinals tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock against Snyder, the 5 seed, which yesterday in a quarterfinal game defeated the 4th seeded Bishop Dwenger Saints 61-54. Northrop had to play yesterday too in the 8-9 game, and Bruins as the 9 seed beat Wayne 69-58. But the prize is facing the number 15 team in the entire country, according to USA Today, in Homestead, which is ranked number 1 in the state of Indiana. Glad to have you with us here, and a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you. Happy holidays from SummitCitySports.com. Remember, keep up to date with everything going on in Fort Wayne High School sports. Visit SummitCitySports.com. Like Summit City Sports on Facebook and follow at 260 Sports on Twitter. Catch updates from games like this one live as they're happening. Northrop with it to start the second quarter. And the Bruins lead the second quarter at 2-0. Brianna Douglas, one of many sophomores on this Northrop team. It's 24-4. 30 seconds into the second quarter. Madison Parker comes off the screen, kicks into the corner for Lindley Kistler. She drives and is fouled. The Northrop foul goes against Alicia Tiny Williams. That's now 6 fouls against Northrop. That's the second on Tiny Williams. Tiny is T-I-N-E-Y hyphenated Williams. Kistler swishing with first there. Converts on the second free throw attempt as well. Kistler with 6 points to this point, and yet another rebound. And she has the ability to take the ball all the way down herself. Kicks on the wing, Nicole Weaver for three. No. And it's out of bounds. It goes to Northrop. Homestead made its first 3 threes in the first quarter, made 4 in a flurry. Pulling off a little bit from the outside, it still leads 26-4 a minute into the second quarter. The teardrop won't go for Alicia Jones. Homestead the board. Carissa McLaughlin.
Timeout, Homestead.
And from the bench, Rod Parker calls a timeout. Well, Parker in his 15th year at Homestead and has a 225-107 record next to his name. What a job he has done in turning the Homestead program into not only one of the best in the area, or Fort Wayne and the region and the state, but now at a national level, number 15 in the country. Last year, Spartans went 26-3 before losing to Columbus North in the Class 4A state title game down in Indy. At 9-0 so far this year. They'll be playing at Bankers Life again this year before the new year ends. They're down there to take on Indianapolis on Cali 4A school on December 30th at Bankers Life. Kistler kicks in the corner. Parker for three. No. McLaughlin tips the rebound, and it's saved in the corner by Nicole Weaver. Open look for Klein, the three. No. And Northrop snares the rebound. Good box out from Brianna Douglas. 6:15 left, second quarter. Homestead leads Northrop 26-4. The rainmaker, no. Rebounded by Taryn Klein. McLaughlin into the front court. Madison Parker in the corner. Dishes at the elbow for Taryn Klein. Now it's Nicole Weaver. Gives for a wide open Parker, the three. No. Good fight from Klein on the board. Off to McLaughlin, and she scores in the paint. 28-4 with 5:40 to go in the first half. Whistle goes against Madison Parker, her first, and that's 3.5 against Homestead. Next foul on Northrop will put Homestead in the bonus. Deep three, short for Naomi Dubé. Here comes Homestead. Foul called on the floor, but that does put Homestead into the bonus. One against Alicia Tiny Williams, her third. With 7 fouls, it's 1-1 for Madison Parker. Parker, only a junior, with Division I potential herself, makes a pair. Homestead 30, Northrop 4. 5:15 to go first half. The runner off the backboard and through for Alicia Jones. Aaliyah Jones, excuse me. McLaughlin drives baseline, turns it over. A rare turnover for McLaughlin. Northrop a chance for consecutive buckets. Jones into the paint, in and out. Rebound is tipped out for Savannah Buck. Buck, outlet pass. Parker tees up a three and connects. That's 11 points for Madison Parker to lead all scores. 33-6 Homestead. 2015 SAC Tournament quarterfinals. Brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine. Homestead goes to the bench and Tomi Tewo comes in to replace Carissa McLaughlin. About midway through the second quarter, Parker, the pull-up, around and out. Loose ball. Off Northrop. It's Homestead ball. Parker for three. 36-6 Homestead. This is the Spartans' largest lead yet. It was 24-2 at the end of the first quarter. Kistler crashes for the rebound, but it's Tewo who has it. Up ahead for Parker. Bursts into the front court. Lays it off for Jasmine Geist, who scores the goal plus the foul. 3:32 left in the first half. Homestead 38, Northrop 6. Timeout, Bruins. Tough assignment here today for Andrew Wiss and his very, very young Northrop team, but they look to still learn from this game, even if it's out of reach early. Remember, like we said, Northrop only had one win last year, came into today off back-to-back wins. Beat Wayne yesterday here in the opening round of this tournament, 69-58. They won against Blackhawk back on Saturday, 66-52. Competitive with Southside on Friday night, lost 64-51. Had beat Garrett before that, so a span of not only 2 straight wins, but 3 of 4 and 4 of 6. Beat Garrett 43-38 a couple weeks ago. Lost on the road at Lures in overtime by 2, 77-75. Prior to that, a victory at East Noble, 51-46. That had stopped what had been a 6-game losing streak. So you're certainly seeing the progress and development of this young team loaded with underclassmen. A couple of freshmen, along with 9 sophomores. Geist misfires on the free throw, and the Northrop rebound comes down to Brianna Douglas. Got 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Homestead 38, Northrop 6. Jump ball, and the arrow gives it to Homestead. Full court pressure from Northrop for the first time as Wiss tries to dial up something to spark his team. Taiwo scoops it in. (40-6) with 3 left in the first half. Homestead all over Northrop. 1-9 matchup in this SAC Holiday Tournament presented by Parkview Sports Medicine. Game 9 of 18 for you here on SummitCitySports.com during this Christmas week. Deep 3 is good. Naomi Dubé. It's 40-9. Parker in front of that Northrop bench. Bounces for Geist. Kick out. Taiwo tees up the three. In and out. Parker, offensive board, and she's fouled. We'll head to the line for two. Well, that's one thing you have to love about Addison Parker. 5'9", a guard, but the tenaciousness or the tenacity to go inside and rebound. Parker nails them both. 42-9 with 2:23 to go in this second quarter. Another three-point attempt for Dubai. McLaughlin with 7 points in this first half, so Northrop's actually done a good job against her. Against coming off a career-high 39 points. She has scored 30-plus in 4 consecutive games. One of the best players in the state, and you can say the country. 1:45 to go in the half. Homestead leads 42-9. Kara Gillian off the bench picks up the dribble. It's a kick ball, so it stays with Homestead with 1:39 before the break. Haley Swing, the inbounds. Gilly gives off for McLaughlin. She attacks, misses, and is called for a foul. They'll give the foul to Haley Swing instead. Her first and the fourth against Homestead. 90 seconds remain in the first half. Northrop, after scoring only 2 points in the first quarter, has 7 so far in the second quarter. No points on that trip, though, as Jasmine Geist commits the theft. Dubé, tight defense against McLaughlin. Swing in the post. Goes to work. Scores! +1. Haley Swing, a 6-footer, just a freshman. Perhaps the key for Homestead going forward this season will be how much those bench players develop. You've got a dynamite starting lineup. You get someone like Swing to come along, and all of a sudden your depth is scary. 3-point play makes it 45-9 with 58.4 seconds to go in this first half. A Homestead substitution now as Brianna Lucas, who's another 6-foot freshman, comes in to replace the junior Jasmine Geist. So Homestead now with 4 bench players. The lone starter is Carissa McLaughlin. .45 ticks before the half. It's 45-9 Homestead all over Northrop. .20 seconds to go. McLaughlin comes out to guard Dubé. 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Bruins trying to crack double figures. Ariel Thatcher dribbles into traffic, turns it over. 1 second to go in the half, and the shot at the buzzer off the mark for Kara Gillen. After 16 minutes at Wayne High School, it's Homestead 45, Northrop 9. There's the 1 seed. It is all over the 9 seed here on SummitCitySports.com. It's the second half now And the quarterfinals of the SAC Holiday Tournament presented by Parkview Sports Medicine, with Homestead leading Northrop 45-9. The Bruins, a young team, heading in the right direction, but facing a juggernaut here in Homestead, not just the number 1 seed in this tournament, not just number 1 in the state of Indiana, but ranked number 15 in the entire country by USA Today. Northrop has to be happy with the fact that Carissa McLaughlin individually didn't beat them in the first half. McLaughlin with 7 points. Bruins with the steal, but a takeaway for Savannah Buck. Touchdown pass, and the layup is good for Jasmine Geist. Geist with 8 points. The leading scorer in the first half for Homestead was Madison Parker, who had 16. For Northrop, no one has made more than 1 field goal. McLaughlin, too easy. 49-9 with 6:50 to play in the third quarter. Well, it seems inevitable that Homestead will win this one and then move on to play tomorrow. And the semifinals at 3 in the afternoon against Snyder, the 5 seed. Savannah Buck. Outlets for Lindley Kistler, whose shot is blocked, but a foul against Alicia Tiny Williams.
Foul on number 25, Alicia Tiny Williams. Her fourth, team first. At the line, shoots 2 free throws. Number 32, Lindley Kistler. Substitution for the Bruins, number 5.
6:29 to go, third quarter. That's the 4th foul against Tiny Williams. He checks out as Kistler hits the free throw. It's 50-9. A whistle on the floor, no basket. Jasmine Geist called for the reach-in. In the post, up and in. Brianna Douglas, one of the many sophomores on this Northrop team. 51-11 with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Buck creates space, finds McLaughlin, her 3 around and out. Parker tips the ball up in the air. Northrop controls Mackenzie Snyder. Snyder into the front court. The bounce pass goes out of bounds. Well, our action started this morning bright and early. It's almost dark and early still at 9 o'clock. And then fun 3-6 matchup, the 6 seed. Concordia came away with a win over Bishop Lourdes. There's Jasmine Geist with 2 more down low. (53-11). Open look at the 3. Too much behind it for Aaliyah Jones. Homestead in transition. Parker slows down, finds McLaughlin. 55-11. Timeout Northrop with 5:05 to go in the third quarter. In the same league by definition only. That's not a knock on Northrop. It's also true just about everyone else. Well, you'd have to say everyone else in the SAC this year, and maybe just about everybody else in the state of Indiana. Carroll, the 2 seed in this tournament, went to Homestead a few weeks ago and lost 87-46. after that fun upset in the first game this morning, went over to the boys' side and almost saw Concordia as a 6 seed pull off another upset. However, in the boys' game against Northside, the third-seeded Redskins prevailed in the second half. Northside wiped away a 12-point first-half deficit to win by double digits. Second foul of the second half against Homestead. Initiated on the drive by Kyla Judy. That foul is on Jasmine Geist, her second. Triple try, short for Naomi Dubé. Lindley Kistler presses the issue, misses the runner. The rebound saved by McLaughlin. Savannah Buck, 4-3. In and out. McLaughlin, an offensive rebound, and she sticks it in from the left side. It's 13 now for Carissa McLaughlin. Approaching the midway point of the third quarter. Ariel Thatcher driving, and a foul called on the floor. It's 3 fouls against Homestead now in the second half. The foul is on Carissa McLaughlin. Bunny won't go for Brianna Douglas. This second effort, yes, +1. Douglas swishes the free throw. 57-14, Homestead in front of Northrop. McLaughlin, coast to coast. She's up to 15 now. 59-14. Something to keep an eye on over the course of this tournament is Homestead figuring to play tomorrow, potentially in the championship game. Well, I shouldn't say potentially, almost most likely on Saturday. Baseline jumper, good for Taryn Klein. It'll be interesting to see if Carissa McLaughlin, maybe if not this year, then next year, could set the scoring record in this tournament. Most ever points in an SAC tournament game, 40. That came last year from Snyder's Deja Wimby. 5 fouls in this quarter against Homestead. Second one on Madison Parker. 61-14 with 3:26 to play in the third quarter. Judy drives, misses. Kistler taps the rebound, and it's taken away by Mackenzie Snyder. Foul on the jumper attempts. Carissa McLaughlin, her third foul, an ill-advised one. It must be tough for Homestead's players to remain focused and disciplined when winning games in lopsided fashion on such a regular basis. So that is the challenge that the Spartans are faced with in the second half, leading 61-14. Morgan Hughes at the line. Sophomore gets the second, has one more coming. Short. Homestead board. Madison Parker finds Lindley Kistler. Pass deflected. Good hustle from Taryn Klein. Although there, Homestead not so crisp against the pressure from Northrop. 3:01 left in the third. 61-15 Homestead on top of Spartan, on top of the Bruins. No good on that three. Pull-up jumper short, just in front of the three-point line for Morgan Hughes. Nicole Weaver changes speeds, finds Madison Parker from downtown. 64-15 with 2:37 to play in the third quarter. Nice crossover dribble from Morgan Hughes for two. Third foul of the second half against Northrop, and it's the second one assessed to Kyla Judy. Carissa McLaughlin comes off the floor to a round of applause. It's Tomi Tewo with the shot fake. She gets it back, penetrates, and scores the layup. 66-17. Got 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Lindley Kistler the steal. And that's travel for Taryn Klein.
Substitution in for the Bruins, number 31, Talana Brookins. Substitution for the Spartans, Haley Swing.
Haley Swing, the freshman, back in, replacing the senior Lindley Kistler. What a luxury to have one six-footer come out and another coming off the bench. Runner blocked. Good hustle, though, from Mackenzie Snyder to win it back for Northrop. It's final minute of the third quarter with Homestead leading Northrop 66-17.
Substitution number 3, Ariel.
Tatwo blocks the three attempt. Final 50 seconds of the third quarter. Straight on three for Taryn Klein. 69-17. Klein with 7 points off the bench. Remember, to start this game, Homestead made its first three-point attempts. Went up 15-0 in the blink of an eye a couple minutes in. Homestead ball with 29.2 seconds to go in the third quarter. Spartans 69, Bruins 17. Open look at a three for Madison Parker. Northrop with the board. Morgan Hughes outside for Kyla Judy. Dribbles into the double team. Taiwo picks it up. She traveled with 3.3 seconds left in the quarter.
Timeout, Northrop.
And Andrew Wiss will use this as a learning opportunity for his team to try to draw up a play here with 3.3 seconds left in the quarter. Perhaps down 69-17 here without a chance of coming back, but good thought from Andrew Wiss. looking forward for his team. There could be a spot where you need to draw up a play to tie a game, to take a lead in a similar spot. So you use that moment here for extra experience. You wonder how good this Northrop team will be next year, and then especially in 2 years. With virtually everyone on the floor, a sophomore right now. Homestead with strong defense on the inbound. A shot thrown up, no. And that concludes the third quarter at Wayne High School. The top-seeded Homestead Spartans 69, the ninth-seeded Northrop Bruins 17. 8 minutes left, and we remind you, for the latest high school sports news in Fort Wayne, visit SummitCitySports.com. Also, like Summit City Sports on Facebook, and for the latest live information, follow at 260 Sports on Twitter. This is game 9 of 18 here at Wayne High School this week. 6 games yesterday, 6 more today. You got 4 semifinal games tomorrow and then championship games on Saturday. After a bit of a break on Thursday and Friday for Christmas Eve and Christmas. And then early Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to those tuned in here. Fourth quarter underway. Homestead returns to its starting lineup here to begin this fourth quarter, leading 69-17. At the elbow, Jasmine Geist travels. Got to credit Homestead head coach Rod Parker with his team leading 69-17. Still being agitated by that call, not showing any sign of a smile. Northrop runs its half-court offense. Kyla Judy dribbles outside the arc. Handoff for Aaliyah Jones. Judy drives, and it's off of Geist. Possession stays with Northrop. Savannah Buck down the floor for Geist. Kick out. McLaughlin for 3. Nope. McLaughlin picks up the foul. Good sportsmanship to help Kyla Judy up off the floor. Bit of frustration there. Well, good hustle from McLaughlin, but trying to make up for her missed 3 on an open look. That's 7 fouls now against Homestead with exactly 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So Northrop's in the bonus from here on out. So it's 1-1 for Kyla Judy. Judy makes the first to earn another. Got 7 minutes left, 69-19. Homestead on top of Northrop. Leading scorer on the floor for Northrop right now is Brianna Douglas with 7. For Homestead, it's Madison Parker with 19. Lindley Kistler has 8, off on that 3. And Northrop gets the ball with 6:44 to play. No good there for Hughes. Homestead, the rebound. Savannah Buck pushes it ahead for Lindley Kistler. Parker for three. No. McLaughlin hustles after the rebound to the basket. Good. +1.
Basket good.
6:15 remaining. Homestead 71, Northrop 19.
Talana Brookins, substitution in for the Bruins, number 14. Ariel Thatcher. At the line, shooting 1, McLaughlin.
That's a three-point play. And McLaughlin now up to 18 points. One off of Madison Parker, who has a game-high 19. Also in double figures scoring for Homestead on the floor right now, Jasmine Geist, who has 10. Geist reaches in, tie up, jump ball. Geist, you see, wears that right knee brace. It's a year with a knee injury, but has worked hard to get back and become a starter for this team that's number 1 in Indiana, number 15 in the country. All the starters out now for Homestead. As the bench is in here with less than 6 minutes to go. Leaner short for Dubai. And Dubai goes to the line now.
1+1.
Free throw, good.
That was 2 free throws. Dubai.
(72-20). 5:46 left. That's 4 points now for Dubai. He gets them both. Good news for Northrop. Don't have to see this Homestead team again for a while. Haley swing, 2 down low, 74-21, 5:20 to go. Ninth foul of the half against Homestead. It's on Haley Swing. Talana Brookins, a 5'10 freshman with 2. Baseline jumper, short for Taryn Klein. A rebound, last touch by Northrop. Homestead keeps possession. 4:54 to go. Spartans 74, Bruins 21. Wide open in the right post. Haley Swing with 2. (76-21). Second try for Jones. No, and on the third attempt, it's Brianna Douglas, who now has 9 points to lead Northrop. 4:20 to go. 76-23 Homestead. Reminder of other action coming up today that you can find on SummitCitySports.com. One other girls game in the second session. That'll be at 5:45 as the second-seeded Carroll Chargers take on the 7th-seeded Southside Archers. And in the second half of today's 6-game slate, on the boys' side, a couple of games. Top-seeded Carroll against 8th-seeded Southside. It's at 4. 2 more for Douglas, who's now in double figures with 11. The nightcap tonight on the boys' side, 2nd-seeded Snyder against 7th-seeded Northrop. A couple more for Haley Swing, 78-25. We got 3.5 minutes before the final buzzer. Tomorrow in semifinal action, the girls start things off at 3. That's when Homestead will take on Snyder, the 5 seed, at 3 o'clock. Following that, the girls semifinal between the winner of Carroll Southside and Concordia, which already beat Bishop Lours today. 3:18 to play, 78-25, Homestead on top of Northrop. A miss and the rebound for Lauren Cunningham. 5'7" sophomore in off the bench for the first time this afternoon. Inside of 3 minutes to go. Foul on the floor. It's foul number 5 against Northrop in this second half. And it goes on Brianna Douglas, her third. Boys semifinal action tomorrow night. Tips off at 6:30. Homestead boys already in that one, and they'll take on the winner of Carroll Southside, the game today at 4. And the second semifinal, 8:15 tomorrow night, prime time. And that'll be between Northside and the winner of Snyder Northrop. Tenth foul of the half against Homestead, which leads 80-25. 2 free throws now for Ariel Thatcher, the 5'4" sophomore. (80-26), 2:25 to go. Turnover, Northrop ball. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Homestead leads Northrop 80-26. Taiwo, the crossover, into the paint. Rejected. Front court. Asha, high flick. And it's Ariel Thatcher who scores with 1:20 left, 80-28. 3 for Kara Gilly. Northrop the board. Gilly the steal, and she's fouled. That's 6 fouls against Northrop. No bonus yet. The next one would put Homestead into the 1-and-1 situation. .7 seconds left. For the hardworking crew here at Wayne High School, it'll be a bit of a lunchtime break. Chance to catch your breath. All right, thanks to everyone here for hosting SummitCitySports.com for all 18 games in this 2015 Parkview Sports Medicine SAC Holiday Tournament. Foul called away from the ball. The officials remaining disciplined here. Down to the final minute. Foul off ball is on Asha Highflick. 1-and-1 for swing. Makes the first to earn another. Haley Swing off the bench with 10 points now. And the freshman makes them both. Homestead, number 1 in the state, number 15 in the country, and the future remains highly promising. Last 20 seconds. It's 82-28. Score a palindrome. Reads the same both ways. 12.1 seconds left. Tiny Williams has it knocked away. 6 seconds left. Gotta love how both teams are playing hard, and there's a foul called with 4.2 seconds to go in the 54-point contest. Well, for Northrop, this will end a 2-game winning streak, but got to be optimistic if you're a Bruins fan. With this team full of sophomores and freshmen. Free throw good for Highflick. Both are good. It's 82-30 with 4.2 seconds left. Kara Gilly dribbles out the clock. In their first ever SAC tournament game, Homestead defeats Northrop 82-30 to advance to the semifinals tomorrow afternoon. A top-seeded Homestead Spartans now 10-0 on the year. The 15th ranked team in the country takes care of business, while Northrop, the 9th seed, eliminated from this tournament, and the record now at 5-10. To close out 2015. That does it for the first half of our coverage today from Wayne High School. With Carrington Thompson behind the camera, John Nolan saying thank you so much for tuning in. Once more, the final score here in this quarterfinal matchup, the Homestead girls 82, the Northrop girls 30. Signing off now, remember to stay tuned to SummitCitySports.com for the best coverage. Fort Wayne area high school sports, including the rest of this 2015 Parkview Sports Medicine SAC Holiday Tournament. All the action on SummitCitySports.com.